Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Thursday. It is time to walk, more or less, on Mostly Walking. One of the top 25 greatest shows on the internet today, this Thursday. There it is. I think we've at least made a list. This is Sean Bloom, and that is Lee Grainer.
Hi.
Guys, we're going to be playing a new Nancy Drew game. It's midnight in Salem.
I'm so excited.
Woo!
I'm so excited.
Oh,
I can't tell you.
yes.
Oh my god. I'd like to first of all give a warm thank you to Her Interactive, who provided to us a game key. So we were playing on their fine dime.
Oh,
And
really?
they even gave us 3 keys to give away into chat. So if you're looking in chat, in theory, our bot should have correctly been set up to begin to ask any of you if you want a key at some point during the show. And if it doesn't, then whoopsie doopsie daisies, it will probably do it somewhere between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So before we hop into the show, I need to ask you fine human beings, how have the last 2 weeks been for you? For I was hosting.
Sean, why don't you go? Because I have to plug in my computer. I switched everything up. I changed everything.
I don't even know how to answer that question. Good. Things have been good, but extremely busy. It's the end of the semester. The last week of classes was inside of this last 2 weeks. Final presentations are happening on Monday for Game Design Workshop.
Do you even care about those presentations at this point, or are you just like glaze-eyed, like, I'm sure you all did great? Because let me tell you, I would be a terrible professor. I bet you, knowing you, I'm sure you're really invested and you care and you wanted to succeed, but that's not what I would do at all.
I had a rough bit this semester where I was totally overwhelmed with grading, and I had a bunch of other projects that I was working on in the department and outside, and I was in France and blah blah blah. But now I'm like back in it, and I am excited to see these presentations. I have extremely high expectations. Listen, I'll tell you. My experience, because I've taught this class several times, right, in previous years, and the way that it works. How many years
have you done? Do you think?
I mean, I'm gonna say I have taught it.
Well, I'm asking
6
you
to 8
questions.
Times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to be interested to see every part of Lee's body, and I'm going to be assembling an image of you in my mind. Is it? Do you have?
It's collage style.
Wow. Well, I'm going to finish this conversation with Sean Bloom first. So you were saying that you've hosted this.
Okay. I just wanted to. Here's what it is. So the way that this class goes, the last day of classes is a rehearsal of the final presentation, and then the final period they have to give the final presentation.
Yeah.
They also have to turn in their final game the last day of classes, right? So the last day of classes they come in, they've been cramming because I give them plenty of time, but they wait until the last minute anyway. They've been cramming to get their final game done. They come in, they have a rehearsal for this presentation, but they know it's not graded, and they know they have another week before it's actually due, so they have done no work on it, and it's terrible. Every single semester until this semester. This semester, they came in on the last day of classes and like knocked my socks off with their presentations. So my expectations are through the roof for Monday when they actually give the final presentation.
I hope that what they do is the reverse, and then come Monday, they actually just share incomplete, buggy, broken things, stuttering, nervous students. I hope it's a complete and utter shit show, but I guess I'll be happy, too, if it's also great. Well, that's exciting. Congratulations on getting through another semester.
Thank you.
Lee, how is your technology doing?
It's fine. The tech itself is great. It's the... It just needs a little adjustment.
Yeah, is this a Swiss Army knife that you're pulling out?
No, this is it's all Allen wrenches, actually. It's just Allen's all around.
A Swiss Allen knife, yeah.
So this should only take just literally a second.
This is perfect. This is actually the ideal way to kick off this show. Whoops.
Amazing. I mean, it's on brand, I think.
I guess I just keep an Allen wrench at my desk now.
Yeah, why not?
I installed like one of those arms that holds your monitor. But I got like a cheap one, and I have a really big.
Well, you
monitor.
know, let's just go
Maybe that was
right
a
into this
mistake.
game.
All right.
Let's play Nancy Drew.
Let's play Nancy Drew. Now,
Sean,
this-
I never asked how
I've,
you're
like,
doing.
worked
How was
up
your
a- I've
last
worked
2
up a
weeks?
sweat. What is going
dude,
on?
I am.
It's also so rainy.
Oh my god, dude, Leah has 2 kinds of wet.
I'm
Hurting him, man.
Well, what I'm saying is,
No,
when
I
it gets
disrupted
rainy
it.
around here, the rain just stops halfway to the ground and just hangs in the sky and becomes humidity.
Yeah.
Just wet it all out.
Well, to answer your question, Sean Bloom, I'm like legitimately, absolutely maxed out in terms of just burnout and all that good stuff. Like, everything is stressing me out so much that I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna read a book this weekend, and that's what we're gonna be seeing. I'm gonna dive straight into this game. I'm excited to play another Nancy Drew. Many of you may know that we've done, I think, 3 Nancy Drew games here. 3, 2.
Yeah, that sounds right. We did because we did Japan. We did the ship in like Norway or something.
Yeah.
And we
Are those the only
did we
2?
do a fireman one? No, we didn't.
Yeah, I don't know, because
Fireman.
I think we independently have played some Nancy Drew games as
Yeah.
well, so it all kind of blurs together. But this is a brand new Nancy Drew game, and you're already seeing that there's some like rendered 3D environments with like I believe the camera itself is going to be able to move around. I don't really know. This is just recently dropped last week, and Her Interactive hasn't released Nancy Drew games in a little bit of time, I think, if I recall correctly. But
That is correct. Yes. No, it's been a while since since they published a game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we have been playing them in the last few years, so we are going to eagerly dive on in. And my understanding is that this is made in Unity, and so I think that we're going to get some real 3D move aroundings. And of course, as always, I hope that this is the Dark Souls of Sudoku games. Amateur sleuth or master sleuth? Let me tell you, I don't have a lot of faith in us at all.
I guess.
Are we blue
Wasn't
badge
it
in this?
last time like?
No, okay, the big difference is that amateur sleuth, you get a notebook. I don't know if they've kept this, but in previous games, they give you a notebook that lets you keep track of what the fuck is going on and like what you're supposed to do. All of the tasks that people give you. We need that. We need that because it's going to be like 3 weeks before we play this game again.
That's not true, is it?
We're playing next week. We're playing next week.
Okay, well then we're going to play next week, but we're not going to finish it next week. And then it's going to, like, we are not going to remember what everybody has told us over the course of the whole game. I promise you.
I'm turning up the volume here. Because, look.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far.
Oh
Dad
my god.
Austria.
He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here.
Ooh,
Like you do.
Which dates back to the 17th
Book of
century
Apologies.
witch trials in Salem.
Give me some
I'll be
fruit
going
on the
to
way
Buckingham
home from the
Castle
store.
to retrieve it before I head back to the
Sorry.
States.
I am
It's
sorry.
said to be haunted,
I am
so
sorry.
I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Ever yours,
Can't handle it.
Nancy.
Forever young.
If this game begins with a jump scare, well, I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my god.
Feels like
Oh
a
my
while
God.
since I was on my last adventure.
All right, I'm gonna resume.
Wow,
but
is that a sly reference to the fact that this game hasn't come out for a while?
Maybe.
She's like,
It's
"Oh,
not
feels like
even
ages."
that sly.
So you'll remember that in the other Nancy Drew games, it was very Myst-like, in which you had freeze frames of rendered environments. This is full 3D.
This is full.
Amazing. Are you controlling it, or
you
is this
coming in?
Nancy?
That's all right, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why?
Wow,
It's so warm and inviting in here.
It's haunted.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Dr.
All of
Elizabeth
Judge
Hurst.
Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested.
All of Elizabeth
Although
Hurst's friends
I
have
will
died in
tell
here.
you, as I told him, the safe is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have from the other side of this door.
She doesn't like it.
I recommend opening the window for some light. There's no electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
Wait, why is there electricity but not in this room?
Oh. Click on objects to interact with them. Oh,
For
yes.
objects to
much
interact.
better. What a wonderful view.
Okay, I gotta go to the settings.
Skies of gray.
Okay, because it was dark in here, and I'm gonna do some things real fast. I'm actually going
adjust
to.
the gamma.
Yeah, do some things.
You better set the gamma there. It's pretty dark, honestly.
I'm gonna do this.
All right.
Max, I'm gonna make sure we can hear the dialogue, because that was a bit hard for me
good.
to hear.
Dialogue's important.
This game is so exciting already.
Oh my
Woo!
god! It's so
Woo!
it's so sensitive. Oh my god! How do I wait? Advanced? Where's the mouse? Camera sensitivity. Okay. Jesus. Okay.
Belt off.
This is like one of the most sensitive. Holy crap!
How are
I
you
can't
gonna? How are you gonna 180 no scope with the sensitivity down that low?
Can you
That's
just turn
true.
the FOV up to like 180 degrees and just go full Quake Pro on us?
Click on the screen's edges to turn. Oh my god.
Nice.
The screen has no edges. It's free floating.
Whoa!
Wild. Ooh.
Ah.
Oh, great. You know, that room used to be a prison cell.
That's
Mossam Castle
why it
was
doesn't
the
have
site of
electricity?
the most famous and violent witch trials in Austrian history.
Jesus.
The Salzburg witch trials predate the Salem witch trials by 17 years, actually. After the incidents in Salem, Judge Sewell willed his personal effects to be preserved by whichever museum would have them. And since we are the premier historical reference on witch trials, it ended up here.
She sounds so not happy about
You've
that.
seen his book of
Yeah,
apology.
that's some
The book written
I'm
by
sorry.
Judge
exposition.
Sewell? Oh, no.
No.
I've
Yeah.
never actually been in that room.
You mind
got
if I ask
rheumitis.
why? Is there something scarier in here than creaky floors?
Well,
You, Nancy.
let's just say
You.
that ghosts exist in this castle. And if they do exist, they definitely haunt that room.
Ghosts? Can't say I've ever seen one.
Well, we've
But they
seen
are
one,
known to
Nancy.
report
Are you
by
sure,
definition.
Nancy? Because I'm pretty.
It turned out to be a Scooby-Doo, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it's usually a Scooby Doo.
Wasn't it Rentaro?
But listen, witch ghosts.
Witch ghosts.
Whole different thing. Whole different
Probably
thing.
the ones of
There
the
really isn't
magic.
much here.
The magic users.
Judge Sewell was a Puritan. They believed they should only have purposeful or utilitarian possessions. Very little value outside their stated use.
Like a tactical knife.
Like 22-year-old
tactical
men
knife.
after college, you mean? Like,
One poster, like an old Scarface poster.
yeah, not
An
even a
old
movie you
Scarface
like.
poster. Yeah. Right. Just a movie that seems cool.
Alright, let's check out our phone. Oh, yeah.
Check.
Find Book of Apologies, great.
This is a good app. Honestly.
I love in-game phone interfaces so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Nance, how's it going? Hey, Ned, everything is great. Austria has some wonderful views, and the people are so nice. How are you? Wait. Who did we... Who said that
Who did we
he
break up
loved
with?
us and we broke up with? Who did we turn down?
That was like Ponce or something. I think it was Denver. No, wait. I think his name was Chalice. Honestly, I think his name was probably Gordon.
Probably
Lightfoot.
Gordon.
Was it? I bet, like... Ooh.
Isn't Ned just like canonically Nancy's boyfriend? I feel like that's
I
It
feel like
was our
that's right.
canonical boyfriend.
like a sitcom. Ned will always be. There is always a Nancy, and there is always a boyfriend, and his name is Ned.
Dude, we dump Ned at the end of every episode, let me tell you. He's
That's
still our boyfriend.
That's it.
Yeah.
I want like some Hardy Boys to get in. on
Nancy
this
can't escape
action.
Oh,
this
that's
hellish torment.
it's pretty kinky.
I want a Nancy Boy crossover.
Nancy Boy. Nancy Boy is so good. Yeah, Hardy Drew just sounds like kind of a normal bland name. I like Nancy Boys.
Nancy Boys.
All right, let's. First things first, as always, we're going to begin snooping through Nancy's phone. Hello, Nancy. As I mentioned on my phone, my old acquaintance in Salem asked me for a favor, and since you're already in the area, it would be great if you could help. No worries. I love me a good castle. Still, I apologize for interrupting your vacation. I understand. Don't mention it's really fun. Great. Let me know when you've met Dr. Hurst. The book should hopefully be stored somewhere within Mushan. We'll do. Talk to you later. Take care, Nance. Does everyone call us Nance?
I would probably call it Nance.
Hey, Nance.
Yeah. Nance, how's it going? Hey, Ned, everything is great. Has some wonderful views. How are you? I'm good, still on vacation. I'm gonna go hang with a few friends tonight. We say miss you. Didn't we?
Yeah.
We dump him, and then we're like, miss you.
Hey.
I don't think we
mysteries,
dumped
not
him.
Normal life.
I think-
situations.
I don't think it was like... I don't think it was a breakup.
He just wanted to take the next step, and we absolutely were fine at the rung we were in.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's probably what it was.
This is a
It was
comfortable
like,
bum.
no, let's hang out here.
It was not a breakup. It was like a takedown.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Whoa!
Kamura!
Good. That's a good photo.
It's an in-game camera.
oh my god, awesome. So this is probably going to be for when we
Hard to tell how far up we are.
see clues and completely neglect to remember them in any regard.
Is this Judge
Yeah.
Sewell's desk?
Yes. That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in
I
court.
just want to read that
Hudson
piece of
May.
paper.
If the Book of Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
I am sorry.
And then
What's
hid it
this
inside that
alleged
desk.
book?
Your father didn't tell you?
Apologies.
It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials. Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
Allegedly.
That's not how you make
Yes.
amends.
Producing some amends. All right, well, I mean, I'm just going to
So,
go ahead and...
okay. So he came here after the Salem witch trials.
And now
God, look at
I
that
am
glorious
blameless.
3D.
Signed, Judge Sewell. That is really pretty.
Woo,
It
this
is really pretty.
very
It is.
satisfying.
That is legitimately some very nice, like,
Yeah.
model.
I found a letter. It's addressed
good
to
prop work.
Abigail
Ugh,
Hathorn
look at
Woodley.
the shaders
What does it
on this
say?
wood.
I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been
What,
racked
Virginia?
with guilt
Massachusetts?
as my fervency of
Oh,
spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness and for God's.
Who wants to do some reading? Lee, do you want to
It's
read?
too
You're an
small
incredible
for me.
narrator.
It's too small for me.
Well, here I go.
So wait, I could try. Here, I'll try at full speed.
Yeah.
Dear Abigail Hawthorne Weedley, the regrets to write you in this state, I have been racked with guilt, as my fervency of spirit was, wow, I'm doing pretty good, was too great to determine a conviction just. Relentlessly, I have cried for his mercy, longing for his light to bathe my conscience.
Clean.
Slam. Over
clam.
reckoned years, I have... Oh, wow.
I have a clam conscience, let me tell you that.
It just rebuffered, and now it's even worse. It says,
Yeah.
I have get partisarmeth.
I've been sent punishment only attributable to godly wrath. 2 of our daughters have perished. My wife's mother as well, and our latest child did not draw breath when born. I must repent, lest my children forever be held in anger and contempt by our Father. To right the wrongs made in zealous blindness, I am writing a book I call the Book of Apologies. To be worthy of his mercy, I am traveling the world to note down all of the names of those wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Let this be my final legacy, my only way to right the wrongs I have helped create. My guilt allows me not to ask for your forgiveness, though. Know that my soul remains forever tortured by the knowledge of what I have done. With regret, Judge Samuel Sewell? Samuel Sewell? It's very hard to...
Samuel Soul.
Samuel Sewell. Can I just say, I love this sign-off, with regret. Like, I want this in all my emails right now. Just like, hey, thanks so much.
That
3
is-
p.m. works great for that meeting. With regret, Sean.
With regret.
That is,
Just
that
put
is
it. Yeah.
incredibly appropriate for any email. I'm
Just,
so sorry to have written you.
Add
Yeah.
it to your Google signature. Like, make it
Yeah, just like,
I'm s-
with regret.
hey, did you get any
I'm
updates
How about
on
with
that deal?
infinite regret? Is that good?
With moderate regret, Sean. All
with
right.
regret from my iPhone.
What does this mean?
Wow, Nancy's reading comprehension sucks.
Yeah,
This is so
Nancy. Oh man.
Shit. I mean, honestly though,
Ooh, spooky silhouette.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh! Oh!
ah! Ugh. That's a freaking me
This
out.
looks very old, but
It's
it
not
doesn't
old,
look
it's just
like
covered
very
in
useful.
sheets.
Dude,
Even
okay.
though it's
Malleus
old, it doesn't look useful.
Maleficarum.
I turn
Wow.
so fast.
Whoa!
Witches itself.
Excuse me?
Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Yes,
What
indeed. A how-to guide for hammering out witchcraft. It was written in 1487 by a man whose name I won't even bother to mention because he used bunk science to send hundreds, if not thousands, of people to their
I feel like that
deaths.
name's going to be important, though.
Holy crap.
Ooh, yeah, I can't read this. Oh, show text.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh!
Good job,
Lee, it's your
Nancy
time
Drew.
to shine, baby. Malleus
Part 3.
Maleficarum.
Part 3, second head, question 4. The judge should act as follows in the continuation of the torture. First, he should bear in mind that just as the same medicine is not applicable to all the members, but there are various and distinct salves for each several member, so not all heretics or those accused of heresy are to be subjected to the same method of questioning, examination, and torture as to laid out charges against them, but various and different means are to be employed according to their various natures and persons. Now, a surgeon cuts off rotten limbs, and mangy sheep are isolated from the healthy, but a prudent judge will not consider it safe to blind himself down to one invariable rule in his method of dealing with a prisoner who is endowed with the witch's power of taciturnity, and whose silence is unable to overcome. For if
Oh, witch's power of taciturnity?
accustomed to one general rule, they would provide means of evading it as a well-known snare set out for their destruction.
I just always remember to use different torture techniques, Miss Piggy.
Yeah, that's very good.
Alright, well, this guy's a big POS. I'm gonna go to the spooky woman at the
Dr.
door.
Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm out here.
Austria's
Yeah, it's
wonderful.
wonderful.
I do enjoy it here myself. I'm not from Austria. I was brought here by my work. The food is quite an experience.
The pancake soup was great.
Yes, the Frittatensuppe. The locals
Frittatensuppe,
consider it
mm.
traditional.
Frittatensuppe. I love how Nancy Drew is just the goddess of non sequiturs. She's just
It's pretty
absolutely just like, Austria's great. How do you know my dad? What else can you tell me about the Book of Apologies?
good. Pancake
How
soup?
long have you known my dad?
Oh, Carson and I are not that close. He reached out to me because I'm the historian keeping track of all the relics.
Not that close,
and,
huh?
as he guessed, we should have the Book of Apologies somewhere.
Lucky I was already here on vacation. I was quite surprised when he called
She does
and
that
asked
a
me
lot.
to come. Though I have to admit, visiting a castle is something I've never been able to turn down.
Do you
Never?
do these kinds of things a
She's
lot?
never been able to turn down a
From
castle?
time to time.
Ever?
Probably a good way to live, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know that that's wrong.
Well, I mean, I'm also just a little bit miffed that she's regularly offered castles and I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, we only know that she's been offered a castle at least once in the past.
She was
guess that's
offered
true. She's a
traditional-
typical Instagrammer. She's done castles twice and then goes, never said no to a castle. And it's like, well, technically that's not true, but you're not really a storied person, are you? All right, tell me about your book.
Instagram.
What else can you tell me about the Book of Apologies?
As I mentioned,
Only that I'm very sorry.
It's a book written by Judge Samuel Sewell himself, detailing the names of people accused
Surely
of
not
witchcraft.
Sewell himself.
Sewell was one of the very few judges who regretted his actions. The book became his way of finding redemption. Sewell himself was originally from England, but acted as a judge in the Salem witch trials. Do you perhaps know why Carson would need such a book? Just out of curiosity, of course, it's just such a very unusual request.
He's looking into it as a favor for the current judge
Is
in
your
Salem.
dad the bad
Oh.
guy? Maybe your dad's the
betcha.
bad guy.
A judge of witches?
Which
I guess,
judge?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does make sense because I keep a long list of everyone I've banned from chat. Is it just like, dear Father in heaven, forgive me if any of these people meant well, when instead I thought they were a trollish douchebag. I keep it in my...
Do you ever have those
You keep
people
it
on
hidden.
Twitter where, like, I favorite literally every tweet, except for people. If you write me something in a reply and I don't favorite it, it means that I probably don't understand a joke you're making.
Wait, when you say you favorite every tweet, do you mean just on your timeline or with people you're interacting
Just
Oh, in my mentions, yeah.
with? Oh.
If I don't, if you write to me and I don't favorite it, it just means I don't get what you're saying, and so I can't tell if you're a bad person.
if I don't understand, I'm just like, well, let's play it safe, and I mute him. Just.
Well, but you're also you're more well known. I have. It's the different. I feel like there's different categories, right? For that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take all the time you need. I'll just
wait. Am I looking
keep
for this
standing out here? Yeah, you're gonna go into the desk and you're solve whatever the puzzle is that opens up the secret compartment.
Dan,
probably on that engraving in the back.
I can make my
light. Remember, he capitalized light.
Locked.
And then you're gonna have to find the key, which is maybe under the
looks like a shrugging
writing pad, or
above the doorstop.
Yeah, is it inside some sort of like little box that he had, or?
Well, let's look at our screens. Okay, so it would be so funny if we like couldn't get past here, and her interactive is watching right now, and they're like, "Fuck, fuck,
that'd be hilariously funny."
The number of times I wonder
if
developers watch people play their game when they're like, "Look, he's not the target market. He doesn't know how to just look." All right, so
I make games that involve a lot of reading. There are people who play my games that are not the target market. Don't know what they're getting into.
There really isn't much here.
Oh, I keep forgetting that I can just look around the screen.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Maybe there's a key inside a book that opens up a secret compartment to another book.
There really isn't.
And inside that book, there's another key.
Did we try leaving the room yet?
You said Judge.
Yes.
I didn't try super hard.
In the healing powers of the good book.
Healing powers of a good book. That's what I'm telling you.
The Bible was also used to justify executing people.
Secret compartment
Depends
in
on
the
who's
Bible.
reading it. It's often misinterpreted. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not yourself from my plea for mercy. Sounds like a man full of regret.
You know.
Oh, Psalm 55:01. All right.
55:1. All right.
55:01.
Rotate it. Ooh.
It says "have mercy." I thought that said "have money."
No.
Give ear to my prayer. Have money, oh Lord.
Mm.
Wow, this like look around is something that is going to take a minute to get used to, man.
Yeah. I can see that. Is that a chain? Is there a chain on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, ever feel chained to your work? I mean, that was from when, you know, Doc Salem would literally chain himself and be like, I have to finish this essay.
He's like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I can rotate all sorts of stuff. Ooh.
That is a good discovery and something you should continue doing. What about... no.
Oh, my God.
There's a key.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Wait,
yeah.
how did you find that?
I was pixel hunting, and it became a magnifying glass, and I was like, "Vavoom!"
That was very Agent A, I feel like.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh,
that's nice!
Yeah, somebody.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh, some people are interacting and playing some escape rooms. Click to select.
What a clever desk.
Of course.
Actually, really crooked.
What a clever desk.
That's neat.
It comes with a
do I just do this?
Easy.
Yes.
No.
I found it. It's here.
What? Really? Amazing.
It's locked behind some sort of cage, though. The lock says A.W. Any ideas?
Root beer.
It might be MV.
No.
Yeah.
But I have some tools in the shop that might be able to cut it free.
Oh, hell yeah! Let's just do that!
I'll go ask them.
Where is that? Hey, wait for me.
Dude, I love this chastity belt looking thing, man. Maybe it's the initials of the man that was originally wearing it, and he's like, you know what, I don't want anyone to read this book.
The Book of Apocalypse locked.
It's a knowledge chastity belt. They were really, they were in it to win it.
A.W.
I like that. I really like the little maze in the drawer.
Yeah, how do you undo this maze? Do you have to like flip the whole desk upside down and thump it falls out, and then you drag it back? I guess that's it.
Yeah.
You can probably lift it up from the bottom, right? Just sort of like.
Oh my God! It's the courtyard.
Are we supposed to follow her?
This way.
This way, into the
Where is
mist.
that? Dr. Hurst?
I feel like we're about to get
Nancy Drew.
proximity
Who's
mined by
Deirdre?
Oddjob.
Deirdre? Can I call you back? I'm in the middle of...
Listen, I know we haven't exactly been besties in the past, but I'm in the middle of something big, and
Deirdre, I have to call you back.
Wait, don't hang up on me!
I have feelings.
Elizabeth!
Click.
Oh.
Hey, what are you doing?
Whoa!
The hell?
What? The book! They
An
took
actual
the book.
ninja.
I know.
Like, a hoodie ninja.
I want to look out the
This
window.
music-
This
Yeah,
is
can you
the
look
only
out the
way
window?
out Besides the door.
Well,
This music
yeah,
makes me think
that's
we
why
should be
you look out
acting
the window.
quickly.
Look out the window. Damn it.
So that's the way to the courtyard. You know, I feel like the game wants me to go this way, but let me just explain. While the thief is getting away, for me, in every game, if it's like, go to the castle, and I'm at the gates of the castle, I immediately look left and look right, and I'm like, is there anything else around here that, like, I could explore first? Let me do all of that before going up to the castle. And, like, right now,
Right.
like, I don't know, man. I really don't know if... I mean, I guess. Just sure.
Stop!
Woodland
running.
thief.
Ooh.
Oh, my
What
God.
the? Oh, okay. I thought that was a much longer drop than it ended up being. Ooh, the encoding can't really keep up with this.
Yeah, I know.
Looks great on stream, though.
Slowly.
Good, good.
I'm expecting to turn around and he's like feeding on the book.
Come on.
Yeah.
No,
It's Voldemort.
Wait, wait. Did he? He heard
doing that.
Deirdre calling you and your phone vibrating.
Gotta figure out which way they went. Must be a clue here.
Oh, key.
Okay, all right.
W. Same as the
It's
desk.
the key to delicious sarsaparilla.
First class to
Wow,
Vienna International.
somebody's fancy.
He went to Boston.
Somebody took the 3D flight
Or is going to Boston.
for Halloween.
Global Travel Airways. I love these fake airline names.
The most trusted name in air
To
travel.
Boston. This canister looks to have been used as a homemade smoke bomb.
Homemade smoke bombs. How do you make a homemade smoke
I was
bomb?
gonna ask that, and then I thought maybe I don't want to ask that.
Yeah, I know. Somebody's
We don't,
gonna
even
answer.
have, we don't even have Deirdre in our freaking phone.
Dude,
We
listen,
think she sucks, man.
Deirdre has not been besties.
You're just gonna have to go to your recents to find her.
Yes, Deirdre. What is it?
Fucking
You know where I
Deirdre.
am, right?
Now I can talk.
Salem.
Salem.
Oh.
As in, which trial Salem?
Avi. Come
No.
on, Drew.
Salem.
Obvi.
My cousin has... Well, she's gotten into some trouble here, and I thought I could help her
Is she
out.
a witch?
But it turns out this situation is much more complicated
Has
than I
anyone ever said
anticipated.
Obvi?
So now, I'm calling you
Avi?
to ask for some
Obvi.
guidance.
You want my help?
Obvi.
Yes, don't make this more painful.
Obvi.
Use your professional opinion, okay?
Maybe once you write a
Okay.
book of
Well,
apologies to me.
It so happens that the case I'm on is connected to Boston, which is just nearby Salem. And I was never a big believer in coincidences.
Oh, are you sure?
I'd love to.
Seriously?
I thought I had
I
reached a dead end,
loved it.
but it looks like I have to go to Massachusetts anyway.
Wait,
In any
the
case,
ninja was a
fresh
dead
perspective
end?
will do me good.
Ugh, you're already annoying
Yeah, 'cause
me,
he took
and
the
you're not
book.
even here yet.
You're welcome. I think it might even be fun.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
This is so the worst idea I've ever had.
Good.
I'll
Deirdre's
pick
gonna be
you up
fun.
from the airport.
Nancy Deirdre. Frenemies.
Oh
So-
my god. Like,
1983.
I appreciate you.
No
coming here,
follow up
Drew.
on the ninja,
I'm
huh?
just
Not
glad
at
you
all.
didn't change your mind and leave me at the airport.
Might have crossed
Oh, the
my
ninja.
mind. Keep the excessive cheeriness under control, and we'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
No promises.
Where
Yeah.
were you, by the way?
Austria.
Did I interrupt a vacation with Ned?
Oh no!
No, we
No,
never
no,
hang
no,
out.
no,
No, not a chance. No, he said I love you. Whatever.
Hey, do you want to read Ned's emails for me?
A fire.
Just going
Was
forward.
anyone hurt?
Happened in the middle of the night. No one was there, thankfully. The house wasn't completely destroyed, but the person who lived there had to move out. Just so we're clear, this is my case. I know you're a detective.
We're
and
just sitting on the
everything,
dashboard, huh?
But this is
Yeah.
personal. It's family. Well,
Didn't mean to
extended,
get on your
and
case,
from my
Deirdre.
father's side. But
So,
whatever, that's not the point.
old detective joke.
It's personal. You take my lead, okay?
Of course.
But
Well, I have done this a couple of times, Deirdre. And in my experience, we can cover twice as much ground if we work side by side.
you know, respect your experience and whatever, but family trumps experience. It's sensitive,
No,
and I don't want you
it
messing
never
it up by
has,
being
ever.
To what?
too you. You're a question machine. This requires gentle handling. Delicate.
We're not going to be allowed to ask
And that's
questions.
been
We
your
need a
approach.
pretty good.
question
Well,
artist.
Like I say, I need help.
So, can I ask some questions?
Like
No, you
no one could
machine.
stop you.
Oh no, we lost Sean Bloom. We have hugely now. Oh, there we go. Okay,
what
let's.
the heck?
Sean. Lee was
Bloom
just
is in the
taking
chat.
up everything.
It was
Alright.
that
Whoa.
the sound made it funny. The sound made it really funny. It was like he logged off in protest.
Yeah. Okay.
I like this procedurally generated background where we just. It
Is
just
this
keeps
directed
going.
by the person who directed the woman with the dragon tattoo girl? 'Cause
Never
this
seen
is
that.
a lot
Never
like
seen the movie.
that movie.
Let's
yeah,
just.
I was gonna say it's a good movie, but I'm not sure. It's
No.
a movie.
No one's sure. Like, I think they made it, and no one actually wound up seeing it, but everyone knows
It's
it
a
exists.
good
It's like one of those
book.
weird
I like
movies,
the
yeah.
book.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if anyone talked like this to me once, friendship would be done. Like, immediately.
Well, we don't have a friendship with her.
You have a frenemy-ship.
You know,
Yeah.
the relationship would be done. If anyone talked to me, I'd be like, oh, well, I'm just going to set up a life where you don't exist anymore. Bye.
Open the door, tuck and roll. Like,
Yeah, no, I would absolutely just be... Yeah, because there's people, like, I've had people who send me, like, kind of a nasty text, and I'm like, oh, you just don't exist anymore. So, boop, like, there you go, bye, oh, cool, wow, great. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And the funny thing is, if someone comes up to me and is like, why aren't you responding to my text? I'm just like, oh, I blocked you. And that, I don't know why I cherish that moment so much. But unblock me. I'm like, no. Like, I don't want to.
Wait, how are you talking to them after you block them? Like in person?
in a
Yeah.
grocery store.
That's awesome.
They're just like, hey, Sean, you getting milk? I'm like, I won't answer that because we don't have a relationship anymore.
Blocked!
But no, makes me farty. All right, let's go. Start with the
Why
extended
don't
family.
He real life blocked me. You can't block him in
They're
real
cousins.
life. I blocked him, Jerry. I real life blocked him.
P-A-R-R-Y.
Oh, like in fencing.
Yes.
No, not like in fencing.
Tegan is the older one.
Tegan
May
Perry.
is younger. They had a difficult childhood, okay? And now May is suspected of committing arson on the most important historic mansion in Salem.
Jesus.
And I know it's not true.
I know it.
I know it.
I get it.
How
okay.
did she get herself? Ask her how she got herself into this mess.
All right, well, let's.
How do you
Well,
get
we can-
suspected of arson in the most historic building in all of
Dude,
Massachusetts?
I hate it when that happens so
I
much.
know.
What can you tell me about May?
Bummer.
She has a reputation as a troublemaker. Seems
Oh.
like a loner to me.
Damn.
Maybe a bit odd at times.
Keeps to herself
Sometimes she
mostly.
can even sense things before they happen.
And she's an
how?
X-Man.
I don't know.
Which-
Troubled teen stuff, difficult time as a kid. Oddest thing is, she won't give an alibi.
That would be seen as suspicious.
That's the problem. Everyone is so suspicious of her.
She has no alibi.
Prejudice,
Her
I
fingerprints
guess.
are all over the
Because of-
scene.
Well, you'll see.
Sounds like we should talk to her soon.
Where do you think we're going?
I don't know.
I don't know. You've just been driving for hours.
I just got in a car and off you go, man. Just yeeting us along a freeway. What's this character's name again? Oh yeah, Deirdre. That's right. It actually says it right there. I'm a detective.
It's right there.
What does Tegan think about this?
She's worried about May, obviously.
Obvi.
Tegan isn't like May. She's upstanding. She works at the Salem Museum and doesn't know a thing about criminal cases, which is why she contacted me.
Obvi. One more question.
One
What-
more
does-
question.
Deirdre
What
know
can you
something
tell
about
me
criminal
about this
cases?
historic mansion.
Yeah, all
It's
right.
called the Hathorn House.
Not Hawthorne? Just a
Like-
Hathorn?
Hathorn?
Just
And
a
now
half
it's
hour.
been set
That's
on
a
fire.
Boston accent.
Nothing else significant about it?
Oh yeah, a lot of things. But one that's kind of why you're here.
Which is why.
The
Let's get
Hathorn
to-
House is
Super
haunted.
haunted. Oh,
The
yep.
Hathorn
Super
House.
haunted. Sweet.
It's haunted.
It's haunted.
It's haunted.
Oh!
We just climb right out the window. Detective
Oh, I like
What
style.
do you mean, haunted?
Full of
Exactly.
fucking
Where are you
ghosts.
going? We were in the middle of a conversation.
Deirdre.
Is she gonna open
I
the
don't
door
believe
for
it
us?
either, Drew.
No.
But
No.
I can't explain
Is
it.
she? Are
Everyone
you?
seems to think they exist.
Deidre.
With so many sightings, even if it isn't real ghosts, something is definitely going on.
It's not
I
too late
thought
for
that
her to
maybe
open the
you
door for
can
us.
disprove them. So
Open the door.
Disprove
please get out
ghosts?
of my car and come inside.
I was hoping the camera would just seamlessly move out the window. All right, moving up.
If we're
Moving on
going
up,
to
moving
work
up.
side by side, you'd better learn to keep up with me.
Oh, you moved too slow.
Oh!
You must be Nancy. Thank you so much
It's
for
another
coming.
Deidre.
Yeah.
Upstanding Tegan.
It's
You know, you live in the same neighborhood for 20 years, and you'd expect your neighbors to be a little more understanding when your family is falsely accused of a horrific crime. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you, Deirdre?
I'm good, thanks.
Tegan Perry. Welcome to my home. Well, our home. Although right
I-
now my parents are literally on safari
everyone
in Namibia. So.
holds their arms
While their
like
daughter
they're
is being convicted of a crime
falling
she didn't commit,
very
I'm taking
slowly.
care of things around here. They'll be home soon. Hopefully.
just
A very expensive courier is tracking them down in the bush. Top notch. I found him on the internet. Deirdre tells me you'll be assisting her in clearing my sister's name.
Assisting? Yeah.
She's innocent. I don't know why she won't help herself.
Assisting?
She's got
I don't think so. Top billing or
difficult
nothing.
reputation.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
You know, Deirdre, what people here can be like. She doesn't trust easily, not since... I'm sorry, are you hungry?
The
There's
trust
clam
monster
chowder,
attack.
homemade. A little taste of New England. I made up the guest bedroom for you, Nancy. Deirdre, sorry,
What,
you're
like you
bunking with
invented
me.
it?
Make yourselves at home. Oh, I almost forgot. After you girls get comfortable, you two should swing by the museum. Might as well take in some history while you're here, right? Just don't get suckered into that weird witch
Okay.
Dude.
tour.
Dude,
The
oh
That's
my
like the
god.
Croft
worst.
is not a witch.
That's the worst
She would have
pickup
you
line.
believing all kinds of nonsense about the town being full of ghosts.
I thought you two used to be friends.
That was a long time ago. Look, I'm sorry, I gotta get going. Running late to an appointment.
I need
Thanks,
some
Tegan.
puzzles, man.
I appreciate you letting us stay. Before you go, do you have time for a quick question?
Nancy, we just got here.
Deirdre,
Sorry.
this is
What did
know
I
you're
say
in a
about
rush.
questions?
Would
I
really
Yeah.
love
Of course.
I love
have
the
time for one
question.
If it'll
tension.
I have time for
Oh, one question.
Well, you know, I like to think that this is like the original Zork, where we can literally screw ourselves on the first
Yeah.
screen.
I think so too.
I just love the idea that we're trying to solve a criminal case, and she's like, and while you're here, stop by a museum. Like, I have never once thought of saying to a police officer, like, hey, before you go, have you played this new indie game, Noida? Sit down, grab a controller, right? Like, yeah, my wife's murder can wait. Just look, this is really cool. All right.
It's the East Coast thing, I think.
What's the one question?
Tell me about where the... Oh, wait. Do we just not get to meet May if we don't get introduced?
I assume we're gonna go meet May like right now, but how about the fire happen? Because we're gonna go see May soon, hey?
Let's do that one.
What can you tell me about where the fire happened?
What have you heard about it? Look,
What can you tell me?
I appreciate you want help, but I don't want you dragging all that up and upsetting May. You told me she would be able to reach her. That's not
what Nancy is asking about.
I'm sorry if I wasn't clear. I just thought since the Hathorn house is important to the town, you must know about it. Through the museum.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The Hathorn house fire. Yes, John Hathorn was one of Salem's founders.
Has there been another house
His
fire?
large house estate was the oldest surviving structure from 17th century Salem.
Oh, is that all?
That was 2 questions. I said 1.
Jesus.
Out of time.
But yes, he was also the big-time judge that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Is there some other fire I need to know about?
No, May's accident was in a fire. I just don't want her getting upset with unnecessary questions about things long over.
I understand.
You can read all about Judge Hathorn when you come to the museum later. Gotta run.
Dude, do you remember when we went to the wife of the murdered detective in Police Quest? And it was playing that, like, saxophone music?
Tegan said you've been in town for days, but you haven't come by.
I know. I had to check in with your case at the, Look, I didn't want to bother you. How are you holding up?
I've been accused of worse.
No, you haven't.
Hey, at least I got you to get off your butt and finally visit me.
Oh, this is the girl I was telling you about.
Goodness.
Nancy Drew.
The girl?
Nice to meet you.
Excuse me, we are Nancy and Drew.
Oh,
Whoa.
he really doesn't want to talk.
Cold.
This could be difficult.
Look how pissed Deirdre
Any
is at us.
advice?
She doesn't.
Do better?
She won't let me
I'll be in
ask
the
any
kitchen.
questions.
I know. She's got time for 0 questions.
I can't wait for her to be like, you know, if you can solve this Sudoku I've been stuck on.
Style!
Alright, I mean, looking around.
It's a nicely appointed little.
The
Yep.
kitchen
Place.
table has a great view out into the neighborhood.
It seems more like a nook to me than a table.
Well, there's a table in the nook.
They have a lot of throw
Huh.
pillows also, side note.
Huh.
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 Is that liquid aminos?
Yeah, like right here, this one?
Yeah.
Could be, man. I got liquid aminos once, and then I opened it and just smelled it and threw the whole thing out. I was like, absolutely not is that going to be in this house. You know, just look at how... I just like to think that this is how Nancy moves. I'm just like, so...
Yeah, zoom.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it?
Do you mind if I come back later?
Do you mind if I look around the house?
Ugh, you're so weird.
Yeah, that's my whole
Done
thing.
talking, okay?
Fine.
Let's just...
Hi.
Hey.
I'm done talking, okay?
Hi.
I'm done talking, okay?
Hi.
This is... I get such a kick
I'm
out of
done
this.
talking, okay?
I think we talked about...
Oh.
What were you saying, Lee?
Oh, I was just saying that, like, I feel like Norman is gonna grab you.
Deirdre's
Norman?
convertible. Looks
The deep cut for the
strikingly
internet, I guess.
familiar.
For, like, Psycho?
No, Never mind. It's a thing. It's a meme. I don't even know if it counts as a...
Oh, I don't
I don't
do with
Well,
memes.
that's handy.
Death Stranding
You never
internet
know when a bit of
phenomenon.
stubborn iron oxide will get in the way of investigating.
What did
Ooh,
you
Rust
get?
Beyond.
You stole some Rust Begone?
Is that what's her name? That's what's her name.
Hiking
That's a
the
picture of
Patagonian
Audrey Hepburn.
Highlands,
Yeah.
Outback
Is it?
Safari,
Oh.
Survival
Audrey
Guide
Hepburn.
for the Rainforest of Myanmar. The
That's-
Perrys have a real taste for adventure.
That's May right there, man.
Hiking the Patagonian Highlands, Outback Safari,
Oh, crap.
It makes me want to go
Survival
on
Guide for the
adventures.
Rainforest of Myanmar. The Perrys have a real taste for adventure.
Alright, so I can adjust the camera like this. I'm not seeing anything noteworthy.
Did you just get really short?
Yeah, no, see, we're getting down.
Yeah,
Are you
crouched.
so that you can look up.
Oh. Whoa.
Koala bear. Koalas, not technically bears.
They're not?
No, they're marsupials.
Oh, I guess you're right.
You
Koala
know who is a bear? Panda
Who?
bears. Panda
Oh
bears.
my god, panda bears are so great. Keep out.
Panda bears.
New England, right?
I probably shouldn't be in May's room without an invitation.
She's down sulking in the sitting room.
Hi.
Just be
Permit-
quick.
Oops, wrong
I'm gonna
door.
Ask for permission to
Room
enter her
is at
room
the
like
end
a
of the hall.
vampire.
Yeah.
The neighborhood looks peaceful from up here.
I'm such a detective.
It looks so New Englandy out there. That's like, well done. Well done.
Where are your puzzles?
Show me your
Where do
puzzles.
you keep your puzzles?
Where do you...
How did your bag get in here already?
A piece of pivot.
Huh.
Coven.
Coven. Oh my god, rotate.
What does this mean?
Well, I
Means
guess we're gonna
witches.
ask. Yeah.
Spray it with Rust-Oleum.
Sean, what do you do for a living? Well, if you tune into my show... Nothing useful, let me tell you that much, man. I do not contribute to society at all.
I mean, somebody figured out how to use quaternions, because there's
A good
no
night's
gimbal
rest?
lock there.
Yeah.
It is absolutely gimbal lockless. Let me just... I feel like the game really wants to convince me to go down the stairs here.
Hi.
I think you're supposed to talk to, what's her
Done
name?
talking,
Deirdre.
okay?
I think you're supposed
let
to
me
talk
just-
to May.
Do they have a framed picture of the Mona Lisa on their bookshelf?
I think they do.
Hmm.
I think it's there's something going on in this game where like the art on the walls or in the frames tends to be not exactly clip art, but it's like well-known images.
Yeah.
These
Is this...
Like all three of these.
those are more photorealistic than the people in the game.
I mean, that's...
It's the
I
Wall-E
feel like
problem.
that happens a lot.
Yeah.
I kind of suspect that they should have just taken photos of the models and just put them in there, because this is funny. Because like, is that May? Is one of these May?
I don't know.
It's hard to
You
say.
can't tell.
I remember getting that feeling first or most with Gone Home, where
Oh, I never
like
played it.
there was a difference between the art style of the photographs in the game and the art style of everything else.
Yeah.
I would have liked to just import crayon drawings as JPEGs and just put them up there. Just like and just have all the characters treated as just like their family looked so beautiful when they were younger. It just like takes it absolutely sincerely.
Are you ready to leave yet? We don't have all day.
What are we doing with the rest of the day?
Buying more
You were
throw pillows.
actually doing before you picked me up. Oh, what were you actually doing?
What were you actually doing before you picked me up from the airport?
What do you mean?
You gave May a non-answer when she asked why it took you so long to stop by here.
A non-answer? Yeah.
An answer.
Because I went to the police station.
Yeah.
And they're still going through the evidence. And when they found out I was May's cousin, they started laughing.
So they think she did it.
Everyone does. So I went to check out the Hathorn house myself.
What could make
I never
everyone
went
think you
inside.
did it?
The ghost?
Because it's haunted.
What? No. There
Yeah.
was some weirdo there who told me the ghost was going to steal my soul. It was totally creepy.
Yeah.
And then I
You
found
were
out that
afraid of the
everyone in this
ghost.
town believes in ghosts, so I didn't enter.
Well,
'Cause of the
whatever
ghost.
or whoever it is, there's an explanation behind it. Did the police give you anything? Anything at all?
They told me there's a Judge Danforth in town, and he's going over the particulars of the Hathorn House estate. I found his office,
Are
but
there
he
puzzles
kinda
there?
never let me enter his office. Believe me, I tried.
I know him.
But it was full of puzzles.
Not well, but enough to get through his door and have a conversation.
Let's
Oh,
go.
Ask a couple.
Are we going into town or
questions.
what?
Sure.
Who could gain something by burning down a house? Insurance claim,
Talking
maybe?
Heads?
Possibly. Means, motive, and opportunity. We need to start interviewing. See if anyone checks off those 3 boxes.
And in your experience?
That's how you do it.
It's usually something much more personal.
House hatred.
Anyways, let's go on this tour.
This tour sounds interesting.
Don't tell Tegan that's your plan.
It'll give us a good overview of the town.
Which
You
one
mean
is
And how
I want to
haunted
meet
it all
the
is.
real witch of Salem.
Yeah, I do. She might know something. I wonder why Tegan doesn't like her.
You don't have to investigate everything, Drew. Olivia steals Tegan's visitors, sounds like. You really want to do the dumb tour?
You don't have to come with me.
Side by
No,
side?
just stay here.
Gotta be honest, it does sound more fun than the museum.
So what are you
Tsundere.
complaining about?
What? So are we going?
Are you ready to leave yet? We don't have all day.
Yeah, I think leave. I think actually literally go out the door.
I like this spicy jalapeno random me shit we have here.
Do you?
Oh, Ned.
Ned.
Dan, how have you been? Thanks for finally picking up.
Thanks for finally
Oh
picking
my
up.
god, what a
Oh,
cock.
God.
Yeah.
Another case, huh? You know,
Ned
you should
Nederson.
really enjoy yourself more, Nance. Life's too short to be working all the time.
Please settle down with me.
Do you love me yet?
Besides, crime doesn't take a vacation. Speaking of which, how's yours?
My what?
Come on.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sounds like you're having fun.
You know, standard fare. Nothing too crazy. I miss
What?
you, Nance.
I miss you,
Hey, give it back.
too.
Nancy, I'll call you later.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, that was...
Oh my god, my
There's
hormones
gonna
are
be-
just rioting right now.
Oh my god.
I
We're gonna
can't
do a
believe it.
Nancy is jealous subplot.
I think Ned and Nancy just finally found an arrangement that works out for them.
Wait, have you guys ever been like absolute blood in your eyes jealous before?
No.
I don't think so.
Really?
I think for me it's more of a. The only time I can think of it was more of a Charlie Brown walking with head down toward the ground, sad kind of jealous.
Oh.
You know.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had that.
yeah. I mean, everyone's.
I've seen red just when someone was a total dick, but that was different.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm just talking about like, you sit down at your computer in college or grad school or whatever, and you're like, today's a great day. I'll go to Facebook, and Facebook's like, here's a photo of them together, and you're just like,
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, this is like not happening to you, man. Where
got
Facebook is just
Janger?
literally, yeah.
I don't get Janger. But that
Are you
sounds
breaking into
valid.
cars?
Breaking into your own car. It's called being a ghost.
Oh yeah.
Is that Mike Wazowski?
Wait, what?
Look at the sign. They have like a sign with a purple Mike Wazowski on it. Right there.
I cannot see that.
Ah!
The museum is over there, across the square. That's where we can get the real witches.
I'm ready.
The judge's office is in that building. If we want to go see him first, dive into the case, I think we should head right for the judge. What do you think?
You're heading for the judge.
Let's check out the witches tour.
Maybe check
I mean,
out
I
the
think
witch
we should
tour?
do the witch, but I
Something
think you
might
should
pop
have
out at us.
given her, throw her a
serious?
bone.
I think witches are kind of cool.
She's got one
And
thing
never
she
know
wants to
what you'll
do.
learn.
One.
Come on.
What is with you?
What is it even
I
doing?
like witches.
Oh,
Look at all of the people.
who is this?
Who is that? Oh, that's probably what's her name.
Oh, it's Tegan. Working at the
No,
museum.
May. Is it May? Oh no,
Why
you're
doesn't
right.
it have
It's
her name
Tegan.
on
It is Tegan.
Hey,
Does
so
that
welcome
really
to come by. We're on the opposite side of the town square from the courthouse. Just turn right and go past the old cemetery. You can't miss things. We'll stop by. Great.
How does she know where you're standing?
It is yeah, it is Tegan. Okay.
That is Mike.
No, I think opposite side of the like. That's not relative to a person's position. That's just.
Visitors! By now, you know the story of the witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught
Yeah, I don't want
in
to take this tour
fear
anymore.
and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
the world would have you believe witches were not.
I feel like she's got a lot of interesting
I'm not talking
hobbies.
about old,
I-
ugly women who
I want to stick around for the stage show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The truth is, witches.
Yeah, Lee, she
are
probably
rogue.
has like
They have
13
always been
not
real.
particularly
They
useful
are alive
hobbies.
and well,
Like
they are
origami
powerful,
and identifying
carrying
minerals.
the secrets of the world
Yeah.
beyond the one.
Yeah, but how else would you know which minerals they
Ritual,
are?
mystery, magic.
Magic.
Most exist now only in secret,
Magic?
and they may be standing among you even now.
Oh, Nancy Drew is a witch.
That in Salem, a
I actually
coven
don't
of
think that this is an
witches
animation
settled
loop.
in recent years.
No, I don't think it
No,
is.
I don't either.
Revenge
I think
for
this
the
is
deaths
a.
of the Salem witches.
This is
Their
choreographed.
ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
Boom! What?
Oh.
Excuse
Wait,
me?
Thank you.
where'd you get that ninja technology? Hold
If any of
on.
you are interested in the real history of the
Where'd you
witches
get that
of Salem,
hentai?
I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in town.
Wait, I
Perhaps
provide
you too will see one
self-guided
of the
tours?
restless days.
Isn't that an
Driving me,
oxymoron?
Olivia Watt.
Use the same kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief? There was a thief?
You were
What
fooled
were
by
you doing
stage
there?
magic?
Visiting a spooky old castle. You'd have liked it.
Easy with
Do
the
you
questions, Deirdre.
Regularly fly to Europe for investigations?
Sometimes.
Yeah, don't you?
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward.
Oh.
Yes, I would.
Hey, look at that
Here
candle.
comes trouble.
Me? Never.
Olivia, be my
Nothing too bad, I
friend.
hope.
Did you know that in the Malleus Maleficarum, ginger hair was the sign of a witch? You're my kind of people.
I do know that
I'm not
because I was
nearly as
looking at the
talented as
Malleus
you are.
Maleficarum
Aw,
just the other
shucks.
day.
You're making me blush.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red. You truly are.
Holy
a
shit, her
witch.
face is turning red. Look
So
at
to
that.
become a witch,
Oh,
do I
damn.
need to take a test or get a
Nancy
diploma?
Olivia,
A true
OTP.
witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call.
I was hoping that there would be a
Bureaucracy
puzzle for
is
me to solve.
persecutors.
No, no,
We
no,
don't
no.
need
I want a puzzle.
No,
permission.
no, no.
We don't
No,
live
just a
by
subtle
the
romance.
rules. Anyway, what can I help you with?
Dinner?
Like, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm in a jealous rage. I need to make a guy jealous back. Do you want to
Yeah.
make out and take a photo of it? All right. How did you perform
Make
that
out.
trick?
How did you perform that trick?
A witch never reveals her secrets.
no, that's a magician.
Yeah, what?
A code.
It's the
I
witch's
thought
code.
bureaucracy and rules were for persecutors.
Although, if you take my self-guided tour, I promise you will learn at
If
least
it's a
one secret
self-guided
about
tour, then
being
it doesn't have a guide.
Which
Yeah, like, just hand me the
secret is
pamphlet.
that?
All right. How often do you do the show?
How often do you do this show?
rich. Most nights. It gets busier around Halloween. And I'm sure you can figure out why.
How about the night that the Hathaway
the
house was
pumpkins?
burned?
You look a little young to be working for the police, dear.
Oh no, it's
Excuse
nothing
me,
like
we're
that. We're
Nancy.
just curious tourists.
Curious tourists.
Because I've already spoken with them.
And so, you were here.
I was out of town.
Olivia
you
did
girls
it.
know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost.
That's changing the
If you go on my
subject.
tour, you'll learn where you can find it.
All right, time to take out my notebook and be like, Olivia did it, and then like circle it. And then the next step is like, get Olivia arrested.
You lived in Salem for long,
Born and raised.
so you know the Perrys.
Of course. Not well. If you were looking for them, Tegan is at the museum. She works there.
Not well. We're staying with Tegan.
Not
I
well.
figured there was some history between you two.
That was a long time back. We don't talk much now.
Uh-oh.
May?
Yes, I know her too. Not spoken to her for a long time either.
But you've
Bad
heard the rumors
breakup.
about her.
Small town.
May is a troubled girl. And sometimes such girls get blamed for things that were not their... I don't think she burned down the Hathorn house, if that's what you're trying to get at. People with mundane minds
Okay.
look for mundane explanations.
All right.
I think it was a lightning bolt.
Do
Lightning
you
bolt.
not
Lightning
think
bolt.
that she Burn down the Hathorn house.
There's a modern witch cove.
Because you did it?
I mean, it's gotta be, right?
Do you really believe some modern witch coven unleashed ghosts on
Coven.
Salem?
About 8 years back, there were rumors of a coven that they performed a ritual to return the dead witches to Salem to seek out their revenge before the witches moved on.
There
Damn.
the evidence of such a coven.
Ever since then, ghost sightings have gone through the roof.
Would
Salem is now
solving the
considered
puzzle help with your
most
problems?
haunted place in the country.
Interesting.
I thought you
You
was
think
a
it's
galaxy.
a coincidence that the former home of the Hathorns was set on fire?
No.
Yes.
I just want everyone to take a moment to appreciate this guy that's barely in and out of frame on the left. Just
Yeah, I was
occasionally comes in
noticing.
shaking vigorously. There, bam!
I want everybody to take a second to appreciate the flare on Olivia's dress.
Oh yeah.
It's just like,
Bam,
damn, that's gonna be starched to hell, but it looks great.
How else could the fire have started?
I
Yeah,
thought there
I
was
bet
not
you
a
could
single
make
living
it.
soul in the house when it started burning.
You put something on the
Keyword.
lining.
Yeah.
Living. The world
Visit
is
AOL
composed
keyword.
of 2
Hello.
equal parts.
Look, he's just
Dark
shaking now.
and
Shaky man on the
Oh,
left.
hell
no,
yeah.
no.
No, 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 no.
It's
2
the
equal
trees, the
parts.
people, the
I don't
He's
buy
gone.
any of
It's
this.
our world. You can even see it at night. The dark is the unknown. A plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light. But if you were in a place like Salem, a place where a painful history permeates every surface, every crack, every brick, and every tomb, the dark will...
Every nail, every ice cream cone, every horse hoof.
least expect it.
I gotta say,
Forever will it
Don't
dominate
be
your
out past
destiny.
midnight in Salem, because the dark may reach out and take you. Also, did you know that Salem has more ghost sightings than any other city in North America?
Wow.
If you want to
No.
learn why, you should go on my tour.
Talk to you later. All right.
I am
Talk
so
to you
into
later.
Olivia.
I know.
I am so puzzle starved right now.
Look at the candle. Look at the candle. Look at the candle.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
Huh.
Damn it!
I thought that was just a flat pumpkin top.
Look, this
I
guy's
want
not
to
even
go
paying
on
attention.
whatever dating app it is that Olivia's on.
Fire at Hathorn
He's
House.
playing Pokemon
We all
Go.
know certain renegades in this town know something or two about fire.
May Perry. You don't think she'd do it again, do you? She was
What
so
about Perry May?
young.
Wouldn't surprise me. Creeping
What did
around
she
back
do?
alleys with her hood
Wait,
head
what?
down. Where there's
Hood head.
smoke, there's fire.
Well, like her
She a
face
ninja?
was burned on one side,
From
right?
history, she's
Oh, it
bound
was?
to already be in the sights
Was
of
it?
the
I
neighborhood watch.
totally didn't
so
see
we'll
that.
find out soon enough.
My thoughts exactly.
Well, I thought it was implied that she had like a
Lolly
face burn, and then I glanced and I saw, aha, face burn wound. Ah! She's always
No.
behind me.
Side by side.
Who wants another Nancy Drew jump scare? Like, ah! All right.
A specter may be hanging over Salem, but that doesn't keep the town from getting into the Halloween spirit.
I feel like this is the text
Yeah.
box for the hay and the pumpkins, because I thought that was in reference to the riot right here.
Specter may be hanging over Salem. But that doesn't keep the
Yeah,
town
yeah, yeah.
from
No,
getting into
there's a big bounding box.
Witches. Ah!
that group is really chanting up a storm.
What do we
has them so
want?
angry?
Wait, what do?
Is
do they
this guy the exact same guy as on the cell phone over here?
Is shoot, I know him.
You do?
Yeah.
I think he's a software developer.
He looks. He
It's
does
the
look like a software
exact
developer.
same guy. Oh yeah, spotted it. See, he's got the red shoes and the pants. To see the gray hoodie and yeah, and he's just right over here. Jesus, that is so disorienting.
That's a lot
That
of
group
road
is
close
really
signs.
There he is.
What are those? I thought they
Candles.
were melted
Oh.
pumpkin heads. They're candles, huh? You gotta light them. You
Let's
gotta
see
light
if I
them.
can figure out what that is.
2 light switches? Theodore Roosevelt?
Theodore Roosevelt. Usually,
What are you
they have
doing?
pictures of the current
He's a
president,
judge, Deirdre.
but
He's not gonna bite. Hello?
Huh.
Judge Danforth.
Yeah, hello. Ted? Is that you?
Yes, it's me, Ted.
No, Your Honor. My name is Nancy Drew.
You know,
I think
Ted
you've
knows.
spoken with my father.
Nancy Drew? Carson's daughter?
Yes, and I'm with my friend Deirdre Shannon.
You sure you're not
Deirdre
Ted?
Shannon?
Hathorn House.
Oh,
Is she
yes,
Ted?
Yes.
Can we come in?
Well, you see, no, I mean, I'd let you in, but I seem to have been locked in my office, and I need some
Wait,
help getting
how do you
Buttoning
get
his
locked
shirt
in your office?
furiously.
This is absolutely a man in the midst of an affair in his office right now. It's just, I would, but I'm out of air fresheners, and I'm not comfortable with anyone being in the office with such stale air.
I can't tell you how uncomfortable I am with the thought of a judge whose office locks from the inside.
Yeah, right.
That's extremely
Aurora
disturbing.
Borealis. At this
All right.
time of year.
All right, let's just go through.
I was hoping we could talk about the Hathorn House case.
Well,
Yes, it's a terrible tragedy for our town, but
I
let's
haven't eaten in 2
table
days.
that
Please
discussion
help
for
me.
later, okay? I'd like to get out of my office first.
all right.
I want, the book in Austria. At the Mosam Castle?
Yes, Nancy, I would love to talk about it, but I would really love if we could do it in person, face to face, as opposed to through this door.
All right,
Do you
where is
know
your
where I
key?
could find a key to your
Is
office?
it behind some puzzles?
Yes, I believe I gave a copy of the key to Alicia Cole as backup. She's just down the hall. I hope she's still here.
Dear old.
Otherwise, I'm completely fucked.
I keep. Oh, she's just as surprised as we are. No, I'm trying to open the door. Okay.
Every time that happens, I feel like she's about to shoot you with a club.
Maybe Alicia Cole is protesting.
Can I help you?
Hi. So sorry
Whoa!
to bother you at this
How
hour.
did Deirdre get
but
over
we're
there?
here to meet with Judge
She just
Danforth,
does.
and he seems to be locked inside his office.
If she says
you might
again,
have a key.
Sorry, I gave him my spare. Unbelievable. Does this ever end?
Well then,
Does it?
paperclip.
Yeah.
wait, he gave
If
her a
you don't
key
mind
and then
me
she gave
asking,
it back to him?
What business do you two have with the judge?
We're
Theft and
helping the
larceny.
judge with the case.
Anything I can assist you with?
Thanks, but I think we got it. No need for a lawyer. At least, not yet.
The diploma gave me away, huh?
Aside from the cold coffee you're still drinking and the deluxe open box of sticky tabs, yeah, you could say I know
I
the
want
type
an
really
open deluxe
well.
box of sticky
Nancy
tabs.
Drew, you really are your
Sticky
father's
tabs.
daughter. It's nice to finally meet you.
She did it.
You know my dad?
Small world. If you need any assistance
She
or
did
more
do it,
paper
didn't
clips,
she?
feel free to ask.
I can't wait to do a puzzle. Bam, bam, bam,
Is
bam, bam.
Deirdre gonna pick this lock?
Judge Danforth? I couldn't find your key.
Shit!
Alicia said she'd keep a copy for me.
Well, I did find a paperclip. I think
Oh,
I can
good.
pick your lock, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Now this.
This
Oh,
shouldn't be too much of a
Oh shit!
hold to drag.
Yes! Accurate lock picking simulator.
This is how they do root canals, too.
Pin. Wait, hold to drag the pin.
Yeah, so one of them. I mean, you might have to try them all, because one of them will work.
What?
So she's...
Feel for the pin that gives resistance. Release when the pin locks in place.
Yeah, you want the pin to be up there.
Yeah, it's got to go higher than that, Sean. Okay. No, higher.
So let me explain what's happening. When I touch it, I can click and hold once it turns like dark yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I push up, what happens is at some point when I'm still holding, at some point it just shoves all the way back down.
No, it doesn't have to go that high. It has to go the bottom cylindrical part
there
has
right?
to no
there.
it goes a little like that. Wait, no, now you're too high. You're too high.
This? Like
no, bring it down. It has to go just only a tiny bit above. Oh wait, maybe I'm wrong. No, I think I'm right.
That sounded good. There we go. Okay, that's the first one.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was wrong.
Okay.
Oh shit!
All right.
Fucking shit.
So that one first. Yeah, you gotta do it nice and
This
slow.
isn't how lockpicking actually does.
It's. I mean, it's amazing how often I refer to the MIT lockpicking guide in my everyday life.
There it is.
Still got
I love puzzles.
Efficient.
How'd you learn to do that, actually?
Online video tutorial.
Someday you have to tell me about your secret life of breaking and entering, Drew. Because you're in danger of being cool. Which, honestly, I just don't like.
Obvi.
Someday.
Obvi. Alright, let's go in here and spray this judge with rust remover. Oh god, she is so creepy. This guy, I'm really worried about his posture. Like, this is the kind of person that needs to do some laying down on the foam roller here. Like, I see this and I'm immediately like, ugh. Alright.
Yeah, just gotta get a little...
Those protesters are out there again, stirring the pot.
Ooh.
You know, this town
dude.
used to be a quiet place, but it seems lately there's been an element that has infiltrated our community. I have no doubt one of those troublemakers locked my door and threw away the key.
All these outside agitators.
Now, Nancy, your father and I have discussed.
Oh, sorry. I'm not Nancy.
Of course you're not. You look nothing like Carson. Did your father ever tell you about the time we won 4th place at the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta? You see, at the time I had 2010 vision.
I
so
hate
I
this
was
guy.
the navigator and...
Judge, this is Deirdre Shannon. She's working with me on the case.
Deirdre, you're the one
We're
who
so
tried to break
disrespectful
down
to
my
the judge.
door.
Breakdown?
Your Honor, that's an
Break
exaggeration.
down.
I was knocking.
I
Heavily.
was knocking.
Look, I'm really busy dealing with this Hathorn House business. Being a judge is not as simple as, you know, investigating during your free
Investigating.
Oh.
Well, we just use our free time to unlock your door. So I'm sure you'll be willing to repay us with some answers to our questions. Right?
Yes, of course. What can I help?
I can answer 2 questions.
Alright.
I actually would be so down for that as
like a mechanic.
Yeah, just like
I dig that.
The house was built by Judge John Hathorn during the 1600s, and it represented the oldest surviving structure from that era. Judge Hathorn, of course, was one of the 3 judges that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Yes, and I'm sure we can read all about the home's history in Salem's museum.
More recently, Francis Tuttle, Judge Hathorn's last direct descendant, lived in a small section of the house while the rest was left to fall into considerable disrepair.
Man, I
She was
want
alone,
puzzles, man. I'm
except
so
for a
jonesing for
part-time
puzzles.
Caregiver, Lauren Holt, who had a bedroom in the carriage house.
Hold up.
A few months ago, Francis Tuttle passed away, which left Hathorn House without a legal heir. According to the historical statutes of Salem, after 90 days, the house reverts to public property. The deadline of which is 2 days from now, at midnight.
Ooh.
Oh.
Property dispute.
Oh. Alright, Book of Apologies. Why do you really need it?
So the Book of Apologies. Why did you really need it?
Yes, and first of all, I'm so glad you're all right. Nasty business. Had I known you were going to be put in harm's way, I would have never called Carson and asked for his help.
I've done plenty of work for my father. Trust me. I can handle myself.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
So I've already heard some stories, but would you mind
said,
sharing
I'm
your
sure.
version of why the book is important?
I think they all did it. I think this is an Orient Express
Judge
thing.
Sewell was rumored to keep a ledger of all the accused, intending to publish it to reconcile with their families and clear their names. But he passed away before he could do so.
going to Austria for a rumored book seems like a heck of a long shot.
Well, I have been under some pressure from the AW group.
Oh,
AW as in accused witches.
Oh, as in NW root beer.
Yeah, I know.
NW root beer.
The accused witches group.
I gotta say, the ratio of narrative to puzzles is extreme in this game. Extreme compared to what I was expecting, I should say.
But it's also, this is the first hour and a half. Like, don't they need to do a lot of exposition and introducing characters and walking around and finding environments?
That could be true.
They're gonna throw puzzles at us later.
And I mean, they did lock this guy's door for no reason other than this is
in a way that, like, I still think he's gonna have difficulty explaining to my satisfaction.
Yeah.
I was told that the burning of Hathorn House is suspected to be a case of arson. How did the police come to that conclusion?
The investigation found paint solvent residue on burnt embers, suggesting someone deliberately used an accelerant.
Oh shit.
Thankfully, Mrs. Tuttle never
This
had
guy's
to see
hands
what
are
became of her
enormous.
home.
And what evidence do you have that May Perry is the one responsible for this?
Evidence? Have you ever heard of recidivism? 3
No.
out of 4 criminals in the United States are repeat offenders. And there's only one person
We don't
in
need
all of
evidence.
Salem who has a history of fire-related crime.
Yeah, no, is that...
So, there is no
Open and shut.
Not
Damn.
Makes sure.
Will be.
You don't
Exhaust
need
all
evidence.
possibilities.
She's already been convicted in the court of public opinion.
All right, Twitter.
What she said?
No, I'm saying it.
All right, she's been
She
muted.
has a history.
I'm saying...
What's May's motive?
The court of public
By burning
opinion.
down the Hathorn House.
Well, you're right. You can ask about her alibi, which she refused to give to the police. So, any other questions?
May Perry and her sister thoroughly thrashed.
All right, do you think it's dangerous to be throwing around May's name?
Don't you think it's dangerous throwing around May's name as a suspect before any evidence links her to the crime?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
I don't understand.
Identification,
I don't
sir.
understand any of these legal terms.
Yet you were saying that she did it. As a judge, I think you would be the first to admit that sounds prejudicial.
It is not just me, Miss Drew. There are plenty of people who believe that May is responsible for this crime.
That makes it
It
okay.
is not prejudice when she is the only likely suspect.
Actually, that is the definition of prejudice.
I'm not going to have this debate with you.
Spray it with
Is
rust!
there anything else?
Oh my god, dude, I loved that animation on Deirdre when she's like, in the court of public, and she became possessed.
So, how did Francis Tuttle pass away?
He was
exactly?
murdered.
The woman was 88
Murdered.
years old. The coroner confirmed her death was of natural causes.
We suspect
So
May
they
did
never
it.
investigated
Murder.
Lauren Holt.
You need the suspicion of foul play to investigate someone.
We'd like to
Don't
speak
yawn,
with her
Lee.
all the same.
She still lives on the estate, although for how much longer? I don't know. You can also find her in her shop, Luminous Infusions.
I haven't been sleeping enough.
She might
Luminous
be able to tell.
Infusions. It's a candle shop.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Candles, huh?
Miss
We've
Drew.
been seeing candles.
Before you go,
Maybe in
Huh.
this game you have to
There
sniff a bunch of
is
candles
something else
that are
I need your
actual
help
Yankee
with.
candles.
You're not locked out. of
I'm
your car,
still
are you?
locked in my office.
There was an incident.
There was a
recently. Someone broke into the evidence room.
It's just getting so into DJing for a moment.
No, not yet. I don't think anything was taken. Never mind. I'll call the police. Thank you for your time.
What?
Okay.
Do you have any suspicious pixels in here, Judge?
Now I really want to know what the protesters are protesting
you
about,
later.
because
This guy.
it seems like this guy...
What do we want, Judge? When do we want him now?
Oh yeah,
Ah!
you like this.
How, like, I want to know how they're doing it. Is it just if you're not looking at her, she tells you?
No, I think it's every... You know how we, like, glide
Ah!
to these new positions?
Yeah.
I think every time we glide, she gets placed.
But does that mean that we could move? I just want to move. I think she's like a weeping angel.
Yeah, no, we'll never see her move, because She only moves during times when the camera is programmed to be looking in a specific direction.
We want Nancy.
Can I talk to
Join
this
the
person?
conversation.
Protesters in a small town like this.
What? Wait.
Was that recorded?
Wait, okay, I'm doing it. I'm going in. Here we go. Okay, everyone be really quiet. Here we go.
Why are there protesters in a small town like this?
In it goes.
The shops aren't making
Whoa.
money right now.
Ooh, should we take the
Where
witch
is she
tour?
from?
She's,
I don't know.
She's from Robo Latvia.
She's always on a long distance call.
She's. You can't see it, but she's speaking to us from a large turbine.
What are all these protesters doing in such a small town?
I think you accidentally left your mouth in an empty to-go box. Oh, there she is again. Ah, Jesus!
Oh! How many times do we have to tell you the road is closed?
Dude, I love that, like, this guy is here, and he's like right there as well.
Yeah.
And he's
Like if
also
this was a Zelda
protesting
game,
over
he'd be
here.
like, there'd be like 5 brothers who look like him, and you have to find.
Do you guys remember that scene from Mission Impossible, the movie?
I just remember the one.
Ethan Hunt, yeah, it's the first one. Ethan Hunt's in the cafe, and he looks around, and he realizes, he recognizes all of the people, the waiter and the maitre d'.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh,
That
yeah,
sounds
so
like a
good.
good scene.
And he like puts it all together. It's just like that. Those 3 dudes who are in the same outfit.
Yeah, and then he pushes a
They're
gun on a
actually-
fish tank and it explodes.
Yeah.
If
Remembering the
that
wrong,
stat
excuse me. Oh.
moves, I will shit my pants.
It's a good thing that America's moved past this.
Yeah. That's right.
Sorry, I'm just really out of breath.
Come
This
the
isn't
dragons
a
reach to
candle.
discuss the ongoing
Figure of a
hostility.
Puritan woman accused of being a witch. These were ordinary people, just like anyone else.
Alright, how do I navigate the environment? There we go. Oop, I see things.
Hey, sorry about the mess. We're in the middle of installing a big
Whoa.
showcase.
Are
So what
those
have you seen
real
in town so far?
CRTs?
We decided to do the Real Witches tour.
Oh,
What?
you talked to Olivia.
Don't tell
What's
her.
with her getup? Witch? Street magician, maybe?
Everyone has to make a living.
What's with her
She told
getup?
the
Don't you
story
mean
about a
what an
coven
awesome
living here in
person?
the recent
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
right?
an awesome getup.
Yeah. Why?
Just bad taste.
Olivia is quite the local character.
Also, we
I
gotta
hope
get our
you
eyes
don't mind
checked
if we do
because
the tour. I want to see more of the town.
We have a really
Finding
narrow
out places
focal
with
distance,
ghosts
man.
and superstitions is kind of a habit I've gotten into. I'm excited to look around the museum.
Of course.
Tour ticket. What? Select shape?
Select shape. What?
Oh,
There are pumpkins in this game!
yeah.
Are you kidding me? This
Oh,
is the
yeah.
greatest game ever made.
I have never seen this in a game before. This is fantastic. Oh, that's good.
All right, so who do we want to make? Who do we want to make?
I mean, I love this guy that you've got there.
Yeah, I love the sort of uwu eyes.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Mhm,
Done.
Very nice.
This looks
Carved.
great. Now to find a nice place to put it.
Wait, we put it
Throw it
somewhere?
through somebody's window.
Found pumpkin?
There's something... Not yet.
Wait.
Not yet. Not in
Not in
Not in
town.
town.
Yeah.
I can't do that here.
Not in
I
town.
don't want to mess up my
They
pumpkin.
organize their books by color. Salem of yesterday. Chapter 4. It's always chapter 4.
It's always chapter 4. There's
a
lot
I
there.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that
Children
show
are named
text
in the
button.
list of those accused witches, like Abigail Johnson, just 11.
Jesus.
So, I mean, this is horrible, but until I feel like there's any additional
Everything
information...
you could ever want to know about Salem's history.
I feel like we need to solve a. I feel like we need to solve a puzzle, not a day puzzle.
Yeah. No.
Let's see.
Are you advertising the ghost tour?
Well, there's something strange. What are those candles all about?
Closed
Do we have them memorized?
Is she actually in cahoots with Olivia? And
she is.
They
deep in
pretend like
cahoots.
they never talk and hate each other in order to dissuade suspicion.
So
This is the second place. This is the second place where there have been 2 light switches directly on top of each other.
Carefully researched
Like that little. Are you talking about that grid in the corner there?
Yeah, and here's another. See, look.
Oh
2 light
yes.
switches.
Oh weird.
Is one the on switch and one the off switch?
Yeah.
Yes. One is the on switch, and the other is, are you sure you want to turn it on switch? So you can back out in case you didn't want to turn the lights on.
But are they...
How's the investigating going? Any progress with May?
I've got some leads. I haven't had much progress with May, though.
Maybe
I
we
was
should
wondering
check
if I
with
could
May's
ask you a
sister,
couple of
Shirley.
questions, if you have time.
Sure thing. How can I help?
All right,
Oh,
well,
now you have time for questions.
what's the deal with the pumpkins? Why did I just carve a pumpkin?
So
Yo, why
what's
did
the
I
deal
just
with
carve
these
a pumpkin?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the deal with these
I've prepared
pumpkins?
some pumpkins that visitors can carve and bring with them to place around Salem. Feel free to give it a try if
That's
you
the
want.
weirdest
It's
thing
really
I've
fun
ever
and
heard.
completely free.
It's a mini game.
All right,
I
here
mean,
we go.
it is weird, but also isn't it like something that somebody, the kind of person we know would absolutely.
I mean, I'm super into it. It's just also the weirdest thing I've
This
ever
new
heard.
showcase is going to be really cool. Just in
I'm
time
excited
for
about
Halloween,
the new
you know?
showcase.
But what is it about?
If you come back on Halloween, I'll show you.
If you come back during the Dark Hallow, when the Earl King leads the dead on the hunt. I'm like, okay, just give me a clue, man.
Do you have any more information about the Salem witch trials?
Did the
I
exhibition
mean, this is a
manage to spark your
museum.
interest?
It's
did.
literally the only
I
thing
found
going on
this
in this.
display showing the ancestry of the accused, but it didn't seem fully complete. I was
Can I
wondering
maybe
if
help
you had more
complete it
information
using
stored here
puzzles?
somewhere.
Well,
Yes.
we do have the upper floor, which is also where I keep most
Not
of my
the
accused
upper
witches' stuff.
floor.
Would it be okay for me to go up there? I'd really like getting a better
Please,
picture of
just
the
give me
history
a
of
puzzle.
Salem.
Usually we don't allow people up on the second floor. It's restricted.
That's my stuff.
But
It's
maybe
restricted.
just once I can make an
There's
exception.
always like a
You
section
are
of the
here to help,
library
after all. So if
restricted.
you think it would benefit you,
Restricted wing.
feel free to go up there.
Thank you.
I'll open the door for you. It's actually really cool. The stairs are hidden behind a bookcase. Hold on.
Bookcase.
That's...
Yo.
Whoa.
Yo. Whoa. I did not have
Whoa.
He's gonna kill you. You're gonna die.
to...
Oh, you can look
that's fine.
down. The restricted part's bigger than restricted.
I also like that this is a room that's only accessible by a secret passageway, but it's
Whoa,
also entirely
original?
visible.
Yeah.
These-
I also like that we're in the Jarl's house.
Ah. All right. Oh, this is looking a little bit like there's gonna be a puzzle here. Salem and the Prohibition probably has some text.
Aww.
AW.
Wait.
Someone's a
AW,
busy bee.
AW,
Court
root beer,
protocols, ancestry
prohibition,
records.
all coming
Deacon
together.
is really digging deep into the witch trials.
The what, Jones? What did he put a Pomodoro timer?
Oh, dude, you guys, I don't know if we're gonna get to another puzzle tonight. Hi, Des.
Scarlet Letter. Samuel Paris. Perry.
Billy.
So conspicuous in the martyrdom of the witches. Their blood may fairly be said to have left a stain upon Reverend Sam Paris did not apologize. However, he did stage and blah blah.
Wait, is
Paris-
that true?
Oh shit.
Is Nathaniel Hawthorne related to one of the judges in the Salem trial?
I'm guessing it's probably true. These games...
We did not. I didn't actually read that book in school, so I don't know.
Okay, so it looks like the Parises or the Perrys might be somebody might have a grudge out against them. If somebody
against the Hathorns?
Oh my god!
No, against the Perrys, because it said Paris was one of the judges who didn't. He didn't write a Book of Sorrows.
The Accused Witches Organization, recognizing justice as the path by honoring and supporting the answers to the accused, righting the wrongs. Fight for clearing all family names. We educate with special lectures in the A&W meetings to remember the past and prevent witch hunts of the future. Safe community, express your feelings. Fundraiser, join us in fighting. Past cannot be repeated. Healing series. AW Power, very similar to AC/DC Power.
Mm-hmm. Is this real? Can we make it
that one? That needs
chat? We'll make
text.
this a chat. Not task. Exercise. Chat your exercises to find out if the Accused Witches is a real organization.
Yeah.
How do I scroll through? Oh, there's an arrow.
We're gonna make this show interactive.
Oh my god.
Very good.
So it appears there is some information about the Hawthorne.
Cranky D.
And various.
Yum 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 yum.
Is there any way to look at drawers and shit?
Touch the pumpkin button.
This is where I want to set my pumpkin.
Use that pumpkin everywhere, please.
I can't put it here. Oh.
Okay, so I feel like every time, dude, every time. I feel like what I'm going to do is talk to her, and in the conversation, God, she's just does alarming. I feel like she's gonna let me know what information I was supposed to glean.
How's the investigating going? Any progress with May?
Talk to you later.
Alright. We were just upstairs, not somewhere else.
Go on the witch tour. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, is that our newbie phone?
Is it sunset yet? Yeah, that's the newbie phone.
Oh, it's light out.
It'll be more useful to explore the graveyard with a tour guide.
So I go to Olivia. Ah! Every time. Ah! This guy's my favorite. Eventually, he's just gonna start shaking his head. No, 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 no. We're not moving until he does.
Fire at Hathorn House. We all know certain renegades in this town know something or two about fire.
May Perry. You don't think she'd do it again, do you? She was so young.
Wouldn't surprise me. Creeping around back alleys with her hood head down. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
And where there's fire,
With her history,
there's May
she's
Perry.
bound to already be in the sights of the neighborhood watch. So we'll find out soon enough.
My thoughts exactly.
Neighborhood's gonna watch her
Have a seat.
real close.
Welcome to the lap. Alright, we got a lap cat. Thank God this game is a mouse only one. Alright, so I just go to Olivia. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, Olivia's over there. Ah!
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Wait, no.
Wait.
Take me on your tour. Oh,
This
tour
tour
ticket.
sounds interesting.
Welcome on my tour.
Thank you.
Welcome on my tour.
Found tablet?
Tablet? You just straight up found an iPad?
Cause it's self-guided, right?
Oh, this is
Alright,
very
sweet.
trusting.
Look for me. Let the Raven be your guide.
Look for me.
Wow, this is... We handed her a piece of paper, and she handed us back a tablet. I mean, that is insane. How irresponsible. Alright, I'm doing it. Ah, shit. Oh my god.
The road has...
Road is closed.
The road...
Welcome on my tour.
Welcome
This is
on my tour.
I'd like to take this tour. Welcome on my tour. Alright, great. Oh my god.
Loading.
Ooh, it's already creepy.
Danny Elfman, Danny Elfman, Danny Elfman, Danny Elfman.
Alright, so we are going to look at the bird. Accused Witches Memorial. Oh,
What's
look at
that
this.
say?
Before you stands Abigail Hathorne, helping the accused
Hell
witches
yeah.
escape the grasp of her own brother, Judge Hathorne himself. Abigail freed many from their holding cells until the judge caught her in the act and locked her up in a cell deep within the Hathorne house. The statue was given the name Little Liberty in honor of her valiant efforts to free the innocent.
There's so much information. Where's my puzzle at?
Bring light.
Alright, Little Liberty
Bring light
statue.
into the darkness sounds like a puzzle. But it has to do with lighting some candles. So we're gonna have to light some candles as a solution.
Alright, here we go.
Through these
Here lies
woods
Hawthorne
lies
House.
The infamous Hathorne estate. It was
It's
common
burned
during
down.
the Salem witch trials that the lands
It
of
burned.
the accused were taken and resold for cheap. The judge
Cheap.
himself bought many such lands, and
What a
on them
tool.
built his grand
I mean,
estate.
that does seem like a hell of a
Has
scam.
since come to represent all the wrongs that were inflicted during the trial.
Yeah. Let me be your guide. That's
Wait,
so
can
Raven.
we look at the estate? Like, can we see the house?
Are these unmarked? Alright, and what is it? Visit which tour spots? Okay. Visit these spots I can, man. I want puzzles, dude.
Get your puzzle.
Ah! Every time it gets me.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
You know what they call puzzles for dogs?
What?
Puzzles.
Puzzles.
Ooh, not bad at all. Samuel Paris? What do we gotta find?
Oh.
Accused which Salem sinkholes. Puritan statue? Alright. Alright, get me out of here. Back.
You gotta find those ravens.
Is this a sinkhole? Okay. Oh my god. Can I go down this
Not
one?
yet. There are some more things I'd like to look into before I'm done.
Can't go there
Come on,
yet.
Drew.
Before I'm done and go into the forest?
Huh.
Not leveled up enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
these woods. Whose
Huh.
woods these are, she thinks that she has.
Damn it.
Raven.
These headstones bear names lost to history, but some believe they belong to those sentenced for witchcraft. A condemned witch was forbidden from being buried on consecrated grounds, but many victims were buried by loved ones in secrecy, and some may have found their eternal rest beneath
Alright.
these unmarked graves.
Okay.
Oh, it's a
What's
candle.
that on the ground?
Hmm.
Pumpkin candle. Pumpkin on the candle. Pumpkin candle.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes!
fuck yeah.
Oh, and then it lights up because the pumpkin, like, the candles, like,
I like
slides
how.
right into the
Oh
bottom.
God. I like how her changes.
Hmm.
It goes from like a to a
Like
I keep
after you
accidentally rotating all the way around, man.
Yeah.
Where are some of these other locations?
Need to enable GPS on that tablet. I feel like.
Yeah, so Judge Hathorne's grave, accused witches memorial, Salem sinkholes, Puritan statue. Are they all in this graveyard? Because I went to the graveyard first, but
Right, maybe they're not. Maybe like, what's that thing?
Maybe they're welcome on another tour. Man, if I was there in real life
Is
right now-
Olivia on the tour? I would like.
No. Oh, like, is she on the tour?
Like, is she a stop on the tour? Like, one of the things that you have to do is go look at Olivia.
Stop on the tour. God.
let's find out. Yeah, is there a bird? Does she have a bird?
Everybody knows she's a stop on the local tour.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
There's a statue in the cemetery.
There's this statue in the cemetery.
Little Liberty. A highlight of my tour. Many people come here just to get a picture
There
of
is?
it. It is said to portray Abigail Hathorne helping
Yeah,
the
we looked
accused
at it.
witches escape the trials. Some even believe that Abigail's ghost still walks the forest surrounding the Hathorne house. Her twisted soul now dragging the
But
living
not if
into
it's
the
burned
afterlife.
down.
Damn.
All right, guys, we have a cat in the lap, and I think we can get a meow out of her. I'm just gonna pet her a little bit, and then I'm gonna go, "Hey, Despy." Yeah.
Hey,
That is
Despy.
so awesome. What a good meow. You get some scritches for that weird little bark. All right. So we're doing
Talk to
a
you
lot of
later.
walking right now,
Yeah.
which is good. This is
Oh,
the show.
wait, there's a pumpkin right there. There's a pumpkin right there behind us.
Where?
Look, there's a pumpkin next to a pumpkin. There's a pumpkin. No, by Olivia. There.
Yeah. We gotta get another
Can we just
pumpkin.
move
We gotta
that
stock
pumpkin?
up on
Can we just-
pumpkins.
Can we just edge it to the left? a little
No,
bit?
it's gotta be a jack-o'-lantern, Lee.
Oh, there's a special pumpkin?
Yeah.
Can we, like, fill our pockets with them? Or do we have to keep them?
We can only get one at a time. Because I'll give the game that. Like, it's a pumpkin. Like, you're not gonna carry around...
That's true.
All right, I want a
So,
long, skinny one.
You can't pick up any pumpkin out there? You have to come back here for this one?
You gotta come back here,
Yeah.
carve a pumpkin at this special
okay.
pumpkin carving station that what's-her-name has kindly set up for you.
Okay.
Aberdeen? What's her name? Kaylee.
Olivia?
Can we
No.
make this one look?
May?
Can we make this one look dumb as shit?
Yeah,
I want this
okay,
one to look so dumb.
Lee, pick a number between 1 and 5.
5.
Sean, number between 1 and 5.
3.
Lee, number between 1 and 5.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Hey.
Classic.
Done.
He's good.
Classic.
This looks great. Now to find a nice place to put it.
Throw down.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tegan.
Tegan, you're gonna love this pumpkin. You're gonna love this pumpkin.
You're gonna love this pumpkin.
Yes. I'm like supposed to be solving an arson case, and I'm like carving pumpkins.
No, this is all you need to be doing.
All right, Sean, 1 and 5 again.
4.
Lee, 1 and
4.
5 again.
4.
Sean, any number you want.
7.
Oh, this is a good one already. Hey, look at that boy. Ugh. I don't like the creepy.
I gotta say 8 next time.
8 is terrible.
Alright, so... Okay, before I lay this pumpkin to rest, I'm going back in here because I feel like I have severely whiffed on something.
I mean, we got a bunch of ravens left to find. Oh, there was another candle. Behind you.
Ah.
Right there.
The candle plugs.
Yes.
I love this. Yes! Like, I'm really solving mysteries right now.
I love how invested Nancy is in the pumpkins. I have to decorate Salem for Halloween.
It's
if I don't do it, who will?
I literally have only
importante.
seen 2 birds. What the fuck? Where are all the
rest of
birds in
them
this damn
supposed to
place?
be in here?
I don't know.
They're all supposed to be in here? Can you go hog wild? Puritan statue, Salem sinkhole. Accused Witches Memorial. Judge Hathorne's.
Is the Accused Witches Memorial, is that in the museum?
It might be.
Could be. Oh.
Is that an
Down the
eggplant?
hatch?
What is it?
Yeah. No, it's a cauldron.
Is that an eggplant? Yes.
Look, there's a raven right on it. I'm telling you. Tegan, Olivia in cahoots.
You'll find here in Salem.
I accidentally skipped a bunch.
Taken, their knowledge destroyed, their lives erased.
Their Twitter accounts unverified. It's the bird of the day.
The Salem Museum,
What
known
is that
formerly
sound?
as the Town Hall, not only a great resource for the Salem
It
witch
was
trials,
formerly the
it
town
also
hall, or it was
holds
just
records of
known as the
other
town hall?
Interesting facets of our local history. anyone visiting Salem.
Forbidden.
Oh my god, Waffles the dog is gifted 20 subs today, man.
Waffles?
Thanks, Waffles the dog.
Now, one of my students made a game this semester about a dog named Waffles.
Oh, damn.
Really? Was it about that? Like the waffles, like in our chat waffles?
I don't
so.
think so.
Maybe your student is Waffles the dog.
Maybe my student is Waffles the dog.
Chat waffle.
The road has completely collapsed into the sinkhole.
Salem sinkhole! There! It's a bird right there.
Oh! Right! That's the sinkhole. That's why the road is closed, of course.
There was once a vast network of tunnels beneath Salem,
What?
used by smugglers during the
That's
Prohibition.
tight. Vast networks of tunnels
Most would have you believe that these tunnels are now collapsing. But you have to wonder if there could be something more sinister behind these sudden moths into the underworld.
Like a gopher?
No time to explore outside Salem's old town.
Okay, sorry.
Not in time.
Okay, so we need to find the grave of the guy. I feel like the grave is probably in the graveyard.
I think you're correct.
That's where I would put a grave.
Grave.
Alright. Is it literally that it right there? Ah, I thought I already did this.
You stand before the remains of Salem's most zealous and conniving judge. So lacking in morals was Judge Hathorne that he sentenced innocents to death while claiming the estates of the dead as his own. Unlike the more remorseful Judge Sewell, Hathorne never felt any guilt for his part in the Salem witch trials.
What's a toad douchebag?
I'm officially exhausted.
I did. We got the Welcome to Salem achievement.
Okay.
So I think witches did it.
And, I'm officially exhausted.
On their side. If it turns out that Olivia did the crimes, instead of turning her in, can run away.
Oh, here comes trouble.
Here comes trouble.
All right. I'm going to try to sprint until we can get to a puzzle, because we've been playing for 2 hours and done like one puzzle? 2 puzzles?
We've done at least 2, and I would argue we've
First
done
album was better.
3 or 4.
Yeah, totally. It's good.
Which is still a low
Really?
number of puzzles, but
You like this?
Why wouldn't
you
I?
like
Yeah,
this?
well, they were much better before they changed their bassist.
I meant the case. What do you think about it?
I
Look
don't
at
like
this
the judge.
angry face.
Yeah, I kind of got
the
that.
judge is
I
awful.
think the feeling's mutual.
Well, he's a jerk. Maybe he burned down the Hathorne house. What? You don't think so?
I don't think so, but only because other people are even more likely to have burned down the Hawthorne house.
I don't think the judge burned down the house. But losing the accused witch's evidence seems a little too convenient.
This is not a date, chat.
Exactly.
This is not
It's
a date.
The
Keep
absence
it
of
together.
a case, which is why May should be considered innocent.
Oh, I love
May
this.
were
Kiss
willing
me.
to give an alibi. We can
Yeah.
clear this up tonight. She's not talking to anyone, it seems. We are all allowed to enjoy some amount of privacy, but her refusal to be interviewed leads me to believe she is hiding something.
I can't believe you, Drew. I
Man,
thought you
Nancy
were here
Drew
to help.
just obliterated the mood.
You know, not everyone can be as brilliant and cold as you are.
I'm not
Wow.
cold. And I never said I was brilliant
We left
either.
the music on in the
You
car.
need to get May to trust you. If she trusts you, she'll open up and
music is
tell you
getting
the truth. And then you'll see.
We're in a weird limbo
Kind
here.
of my last hope to reach you. You're good at finding ways to get people to open up.
No, do it, dummy.
So find a way.
Thank you.
I'll try.
Ask her a lot of questions. Did the car follow it?
How do you feel about... you're gonna turn around in the car while we...
Okay, so I feel like, I mean, I can sum up my experience thus far of Nancy Drew as just like, I want puzzles. I want puzzles so badly. I want
Yeah.
to solve puzzles. I just want like, oh my god. I mean, here's the thing. listen to me. Like, I am formulating my thought. Give me a second.
Okay.
Hold. Just
don't force it.
I know. I always force thoughts, Lee. That's what I do professionally for 30 hours a week. So, like, I feel like when we first sat down on our first Nancy Drew game, something that really messed with us was our expectation management. Like, we had played so many different point-and-click adventure games, and when we couldn't figure out what to do, we didn't just go to bed and wake up tomorrow, which, as it turned out, was like a fundamental mechanic. A lot of things where it's like once we got the rhythm of it, we're like, oh, okay, great. And the second Nancy Drew game we played, we blasted through way more quickly. And I feel like now the expectations of all the Nancy Drew games I've played and seen beforehand are messing with me here, because if I just look at this game kind of like, I don't know, original Walking Dead or Life is Strange or something, like Chapter 1 of Life is Strange, you just wander around talking to people, man. That's it. It's like all you're doing. But of course, since I had no expectations going into that, I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. There you go. That's it. So I'm curious what's going to happen next week when we play through.
I agree. Like, it seems weird to me. It seems a little weird that the Accused Witches Museum didn't have some sort of a, like, you have to name all of the different masts on a boat puzzle.
Yeah.
That was just sort of there, because, like, it seems like there are, or a pachinko machine or something. Like, there is a lack of these sort of environmental puzzly things that just sort of hang out, and that does feel different from previous Nancy Drew games. So you're right. I don't know. I do think that, like, it makes sense just from a narrative structure that the beginning of the game would have a lot of the stuff that we're seeing, and that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be a ton of puzzles later on. I just don't know. I don't know.
I just want puzzles so badly.
You want to make some bento boxes?
Dude, oh my god. I so wish he's like, please get into my office, and to do so, I've had a nonogram-styled lock installed that I can only solve from the other side.
My favorite one was when it was like, I'll give you the answer, but I only give it to smart people. And I test smarts bento box.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it's so ridiculous, and yet, as a game, I'm like, oh, you want me to do a puzzle, and you're going to tell me a story, and I'm going to do a puzzle, and you're going to tell me a story? Yeah, sure, that sounds great. Well, either way.
I like this so far. This is good. There's something about the Nancy Drew games. They don't feel like just like adventure games per se. They feel like, I don't know. They feel
Nancy
more
Drew
like
games.
novels. They feel like books. They feel like little.
No, I think that they play in a space that brings in a lot more from visual novels, which, is an offshoot that a lot of the sort of mainstream adventure games don't have a lot of crossover with, right? And I think one of the things that Nancy Drew does is it takes sort of like modern digital escape room style games like The Room, and point and click adventure stuff, and even some like some of the like God, what's the genre of like walking around the world and interacting with shit, that like Control and the Shock games and whatever you call that.
Around the World in 80 Days?
Yeah, Around the World. No, I mean like
walking simulators.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's some walking simulator stuff too, but like it's crossbreeding a bunch of different genres, including ones that don't often get brought into the sort of mainstream adventure game, the core audience adventure games.
Some genres that don't usually get brought.
There's also another really interesting thing in that, like, it's doing the locked camera angle, which we've talked about before with like. With Riven, you were able to get some really interesting perspective puzzles in there. And it allows you to kind of frame things. But there's other things, like you move very quickly around the environment. Which, like, there's been other games, like, remember Seventh Guest where you'd click and you'd be like...
Yeah.
Like, you LERP. Yeah, you like ease in and...
No, this this
like
honestly
David
does
Fincher
remind
camera,
me... Yeah. This does remind me of Agent A a little bit. Like, it's got that kind of, like, snappy, smooth movement.
Yeah, this is very Agent A... A-E. I don't know how to intone that, but... but yeah, I think that, like, right now, I sort of have that, like, unexpectation mode on myself right now, where I'm like, I'm not really sure what the game is that we're playing right now.
It's the framework that we sort of came in with, it's obviously not meaning that, just right off the bat. And so there's an element of, like, okay, so strip that away. Now we're not sure what to expect. Which is interesting. I think that, like, that's a cool sort of place to come into a game. You know, especially, I don't know how the studio thinks about this game, but in some way it represents sort of a new chapter for her interactive. And, you know, I think it makes sense that means some kind of a break from the past.
Yeah. Interesting to know what I mean, I'm always just a nerd for these things too, but it would be interesting to know the story from a studio perspective of what's going on with them economically. Because we were told that this game was never going to be launched or never going to be released, and then they were like, "Just kidding."
Well, I don't know that her ever said that.
Oh, they didn't?
Like, it was supposed to be released a long time ago, and then it was delayed, and then it was delayed, and then it was delayed sort of indefinitely. And we all thought, okay, delayed indefinitely, that means it's never going to come out.
Is that what it was that we heard? Okay. Yeah, and then they were like just kidding.
Actually, we pulled it off. Like, here's the game.
God, they did 33 Nancy Drew games before this.
That's
and
amazing.
This is a new... Did all of those use the same engine before that wasn't this engine?
Yeah. It was a custom engine. Like, I don't know if it was built on an existing technology, but they were sort of like, you know, building it up over the course of those 30 games.
And so Sea of Darkness came out in 2015. Then there was a break of a few years.
Even longer than I thought, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we played it, I think, in 2018 or 2017.
Sure.
And then Midnight Sun came out this year, 2019. And in between then, they also have a number of other games. Nancy Drew Codes and
They came
Clues.
out with, some mobile games, some other stuff. Like,
I just
the stuff that I tried of theirs in that in-between time was very non-narrative. It was just a very different feel.
I like how you said that. Sounded so dismissive to me. It was just like,
I mean,
just very
it was
non-narrative, you know.
Which is, you know, obviously that's a different kind of thing. Like this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's
you
just
know.
funny. It's just like wasn't even a lot of talking in it. If there's one thing I like in the video game,
it's a lot of talking. Well, that might be. You might be accurately describing me, Lee.
Hey, Tetris is a narrative.
It's true.
Man, oh god, I just immediately, like, I feel my heart rate going up when you're like, yeah, Tetris is a narrative, because, like, there's those types of arguments that are made, particularly in university settings or forums or like 37 responses deep on a Twitter thread, where there's someone who's just like, but in a sense, everything is a narrative, and it's like, what do
you guys want to talk about immersion?
What's the end game? What are we going to try to do?
Let's talk about immersion a little bit.
But like, but what does it mean to be immersive? Yeah, like, I still will credit Tracy for just kind of like, Tracy's like so nice that when she basically gives you a hard slap in the face, you thank her for it, and she gave me one of those where she was like breaking down, like, here are the 42 components to a game, you know, and she's like doing this like listing everything, and like there are 4 different types of resources and all this stuff, and I remember being like, well, Tracy, isn't a game just like a set of constraints and a win condition? Like, I understand why I have all these different things. And she says, well, sure, you could give that definition for a game, but the question is, would it be useful to anyone in them making their own game? And I was like, and there was this pause, but she didn't let the pause linger too long, because then I would have had like knuckle imprints right here on my cheek. She just went, so by breaking things down more and giving it more structure, the goal is not necessarily to have something that's perfect and immutable. It's to have a tool that helps us. And I just was like, thank you, Tracy, for clarifying it. Thank you so much. I was like, oh, so good. And when you bring up the immersion discussions, I'm just like, is it useful to anyone? Like,
I saw. I'll just leave that topic. Leave you with this. Is I saw somebody's personal website where they had a section of their website with their personal philosophy writing, and one was about free will. It was one page about free will.
It's about all you need.
So that's solved. That's
solved. No, good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't need to worry about that anymore. I'm just gonna keep on going.
Yeah, like, listen, I understand you've put a lot of thinking into free will, but do you have a one-pager? Yeah, and I have a one-pager. For that.
A white paper? Do you have a white paper on that? A one-pager.
Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna hang up on you guys because I'm pretty sure I need to clean the litter box. So I'm gonna make myself.
Oh, did you go doo-doo in there?
Yeah. I blacked out when I came to. I had litter in my hands, and I was like, I probably need to clean the litter box later.
Would you get so lazy that you just dumped out in your cat's litter box?
Yeah, just like, cause
you probably could.
I don't want to have to do my thing in my toilet and then clean up their thing in their toilet. Let's just all do it in the same toilet, and I'll just clean it once and done.
You can just point at the cat and be like, Despi, what'd you do? What did you eat?
Yeah, it'll be like, did you feed her corn? What is Jesus? All right, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you should go take care of that.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh shit, that's not the right button. Oh, whatever. All right.
Cyberpunk.
Bye, guys.